Welcome if you're new here, and welcome back if you're already tuned in to Pregnant in the Netherlands, the podcast for expats by expats about the Dutch maternity care. Today, we are lucky to catch Maike on her day off from her super busy job as a Kraamverzorgster. A mother of 2 boys, Maike is passionate about caring for fresh moms and their babies. She also loves educating new parents, and even after many years, her devotion and drive haven't changed. Stay tuned until the end for her invaluable advice to new parents.
So today we've got Maaike van Kol with us. She's a maternity nurse. Welcome, Maaike.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Maaike van Kol. For 17 years, I'm a maternity nurse.
You use the English word maternity nurse. More and more people just use the Dutch word, even though they are talking in English. And they mostly use the word kraamzorg when they are talking about the person. My maternity nurse, when she was at our home, she told me that you prefer kraamverzorgster because that's what you are. So you are not a kraamhulp, not a kraamzorg yourself, but a kraamverzorgster. Is that true?
That's true. The industry, it's named the kraamzorg.
Yeah.
And the person, then you are the kraamverzorgster.
Mm-hmm.
So many people say it in the Netherlands, kraamhulp. But we say it's not really the good word because then we are not only clean the house or something like that, but to take care of the baby and the mother. Yeah, we are like a nurse and not like a person that cleaning the house. And that's the difference between the names Kraamverzorgster or the kraamhulp.
Mm-hmm. And that kind of leads into the question of what exactly is a Kraamverzorgster? Because where I gave birth in the US and in Vietnam, this doesn't even exist. So this is a really special thing, really special in the world and very unique to the Netherlands.
Yeah, it's, I think, the only land in the world that knows maternity nurse. Yeah, what we do is when the mother is delivered a baby in the hospital or at home, then she is there for the first moment to guide and advise. When the baby is born, you need the maternity nurse. You can call the insurance about it, the health insurance, and they give you a few options. You have a lot of companies and you can choose one. And then you can choose how many hours you want. And then when the baby is born, you go home and then you can call the maternity nurse company that you are at home. And then they call me. That's really special also because you are there with the first moment you see the baby to like 8 days after the birth.
And then what do you do like on when you have a new family? Can you take us through like kind of what you do on a day-to-day basis with that?
Okay, now we go start. Do you have time? No. When there's a birth at home, you go there most of the time, or the midwife open the door, or the doors it's already open. You wash your hands and ask the midwife, how is it here? What can I do for you? Is there any problem? We talk about that most of the time, not in the room where the mother is laying because
You're maintaining that nice bubble, so she can be in labor land.
Yeah, that's she didn't know that we are there.
Yeah.
That's the perfect situation.
Nice.
Like that. Make the hot water bottles. You can take some clothes for the baby, blankets when the baby is born, that you have everything in that room for the baby. Sometimes we are there, we open the door and the mother is already pushing, and then you have less time for prepare everything. And sometimes you have plenty of time for like 3-4 hours before the birth. Then you can talk with the daddy, with the midwife. Sometimes you can also make a little conversation with the mother. And also, what we also do is when the mother want to go in the shower, you can help her. Yeah, that kind of stuff. And when the mother is going to push, you can hold the legs. And sometimes there's the midwife ask you something. Can you make a cold clot for her, something like that. And when the baby is born, you take the blankets, the cap for the baby, and the most of the time, we are in conversation with the midwife,
Yeah.
what we do together, like that.
Because you are the assistant of the midwife, right? You are
Yeah,
helping her.
yeah.
But then in the hospital, if somebody chooses a hospital birth, do you attend a hospital birth as well?
It's independent because sometimes it's medical. We don't go there in the hospital. Then you have everything in the hospital. When you want deliver in the hospital, but you don't have medical things, you rent a room there, and then you go with your own midwife. And some hospital they have a maternity nurse in the hospital. We don't come with them, but some hospitals say no, you can also bring your own maternity nurse. And then we also go to the hospital to help with delivery.
Okay. Oh, nice. And then once they are at home, or once they've given birth, what does your day look like when you come to visit them for the maybe 8 days or so?
Yeah, now the first day it's a really busy day because it's really new for the parents and a lot of questions, a lot of things. Where are the diapers? Where are this? Where are this? Because it's also for me, it's a new house. I must also prepare myself in the family, and you go introduce yourself in the family. You make a conversation about the delivery, the maternity nurse, and what they want, what they like, what is the first impression, and that's really important the first day. And then we do a lot of things also with the baby, nursing, breastfeeding, bottle feeding, sometime how I make a bottle with milk, how I put my baby on the breast. So you make the parents the first day ready for the first night.
Okay.
That's the only thing you do.
That's your biggest goal.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's also independent how late the parents are going home, or are they already home from the hospital or from the home birth. When you start at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the evening, and when the mothers came home with her baby, then you have a short day. You stay for 2-3 hours, and then what I say, you prepare the parents for the night. What is the important things? Make up the baby bed. It's very important. How to let your baby sleep, how to nurse the baby, how to change the diaper. They must registration everything. How many times is the baby peeing, pooping? What is the color of the poop? How many times you nurse the baby? Yeah, so many little things. For me, it's normal, but for them, it's new.
Yeah.
And then the first day, it's a day with a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's the busiest day at the whole week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how farther you are in the week, and you see that it's more restly. The parents know how to change the diaper, how to nurse the baby, and then you have also time for other conversations with the parents, or do something else.
Do you do checks on the mom, like maybe fundal checks? And
Every day we start normally in the when you start a day, you say at first, how was the night? Because that's very important. And some mothers say, oh my God, it was so bad.
Babies feel it. Whenever the maternity nurse is gone, then they start crying and everything is just messed up.
Yeah. The whole day the baby is sleeping, and then we all close the door, and then we came in the morning. They say, oh, the whole night the baby was awake. Yeah. And we don't see that.
yeah.
And then we are there. The baby is so nice and doing so well, sleeping, drinking, do everything as from the book. And then we are going. And then the baby start crying again. And I don't know, maybe the different, because in the belly the baby was also more active during the evening, in the night. They don't have a feeling or day and night time. They don't have it. But I don't know what is the exactly thing why the baby is doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. A sense of calm too
Maybe
for the
that's-
parents.
And I close the door, and the mother and father say, oh my God,
Yeah.
oh, the stress is back. Maybe.
Yeah. So you do fundal checks, and maybe
Oh
you
yeah,
can
sorry. Yeah.
explain that a little
In the
bit.
morning, do the baby check, but also the mother check. We ask, how is it with your health? Do you feel any pain? Any things? How do you do? We check the temperature of the mother, the heartbeat, the uterus, because the uterus after the delivery is big, and they must go smaller and smaller and smaller. Also, the checkups with breast, are there pain thing, pain, like, yeah, not really mastitis, but is there anything, or the legs, or also how much the lochia bleeding is really important. Because when something is not well, or the mother gets fever, then sometimes you have the uterus infection, or sometime something like that. And that's really important, and we do that the whole week, every day. When we are the whole day in the family, we do it 2 times, in the morning and before we leaving. 3 hours. Sometimes we have half day, then we do it once. And sometimes we can also say to the mother when she's not feeling well or something, do it, check yourself at the evening, and when there is something, then you can call the midwife about it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And that is the part of the mother, and we have also the baby. We also do a lot of checks with the baby. When you first see the baby, you see the color, how the baby is moving, how is the baby laying in bed, something like that. But when you change the diaper, you see the whole body, also the belly cord, how many is the baby peeing, pooping, what is the color, the temperature of the baby, and also the weight. You weigh the baby a couple of times in a week, because, for example, when you give breastfeeding, you don't know how it goes the first week, and it's really important that the baby have enough milk, and then you weigh the baby.
That seems very comprehensive.
Yeah. And also the nursing is really important when you give breastfeeding. How I do that, positions, how the mother is doing it, what she likes.
Have you done any work in a Kraam hotel now that those are starting to be popping up?
I think 2 years ago we have, during the summertime, because in the summer period we have more babies, but also there are more people on holiday. Maternity nurses, they are on holiday, and we try to make a Kraam hotel, and we start in a hotel in Eindhoven. We make rooms for the mothers and the fathers. They can also be there, and for a couple of days they have caring. I have worked there, I think, 2 times, because we have also the parents, they are stay at home. They also need kraamzorg, like maternity nursing. But it was hard work. It was hard work, because you have 4 families, you have 4 rooms, and every family has problems and questions. And for me, it was really hard, because it was the first time, and you have 4 families, and you didn't remember what you're doing at the first baby, at the second baby. Oh, I must go back to the first one. Everything you must write down in a little book, because you don't know, or you know, but it was really hard.
Yeah.
Also,
'cause you have
for my brains.
and you have to
It was a great experience. It was not really that I was saying, oh, I never do that again. I like that, because it was new. But also for the company, it was new. It was good, because then you have more time, because you have 24/7. You have the nurse at home.
Okay. Oh, so then that is definitely a big advantage of staying in a Kraam hotel rather than.
If you like that, you must registration yourself, and you can go. I know you have it here in the Netherlands. Couple of them.
Yeah.
And just a bit back to when you help the family at home. You said that you told us about what checkups, what you do for the mother, what you do for the baby.
Yeah.
But I think you do a lot of things also for the entire household.
Yeah, it depends how much time you have. But we don't do only the checkups. Sometimes we have we are 3 hours a day with the family. Families, they can choose how many hours they want for 3 hours a day, or for the whole day. And in this time, when you have the whole day kraamzorg, sometimes,
The whole day is 8 hours, right?
yeah, the whole day is like 8 hours. Yeah.
7, 8 hours.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. In the beginning, you get 49 hours from the insurance.
Yes.
In between 8 days. And you can make a schedule with your family how you want the hours. In the beginning, you can start with 8 hours, and how further you are there in the days. The last days you see most of the time is 3 hours a day because
Yes.
everything's going good and everything's going well. But now in this time we don't have a lot of maternity nurses, and sometimes it's now in this time it's really normal that you work two families on one day, like 3-4 hours each family. But when you have the whole day and you do your daily thing, you make ontbijts, we say ontbijts,
Breakfast.
breakfast, or lunch, or sometimes when you have plenty of time, you can make a meal for the evening. Yeah, something like that to help the people. The people, they are tired. The baby is crying the whole night, laying in bed or rest on the couch. And then you can say, okay, what I can do, I can wash the clothes, or I can vacuum the house for you, changing the bed because the mother is the whole day she's staying in bed. Dus yeah, we do. And also sometimes you have also other kids in the house. They are 2 years, 4 years, two kids, 3 kids. You can also do something with them. It's really important to when you do something with the baby that also had other kids, brothers, sisters, also helping with the baby. I like that.
Yeah.
To put the socks on, to give the diaper, to do everything with the baby. And that's really nice and also really important to do that. But also when everyone is sleeping and you sit here with a 3 years old kids, you can play playing game, do something.
Always adjust to the needs of the family or the
Yeah. You
situation.
go look in the family what they need and what they like. You can talk about it every day with the family in the morning. But sometimes you have a day it's really busy because the midwife is coming. And also in the kraamzorg here we do the hearing test and the heel prick. They also coming in the week that we are there.
That's done at home.
She's doing at home. Yeah. Everyone is coming to the home here, to the family.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so great. Do you have a favorite meal that you like to prepare for families if they ask you to prepare a meal?
Yeah, what is really nice is making soup. It's really easy. You can make a list, say to daddy, you go to the shop, you go buy this, I go make the soup. And you can do everything in a pan. And sometimes you make a big soup, how you say it, like a meal, meal soup, and with bread, and that's always good. You can eat for 3 days. It's good for the mother because you have vegetables, salts, that kind of stuff, and it's really nice for the family. And everyone want to eat it. The soup,
nice and warming,
warm.
and yeah.
Soup is the best medication.
Yeah.
Or also with sometimes I go bake with the kids a cake or cupcakes or pancakes, or when you have time, when everything's going well, then you have time for that and you can do that. But sometimes my job is also nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have a lot of problems in a family when the mother is sick or the baby, the breastfeeding is not going well or something like that. You have a lot of tears in the in the week, but you have also families. Everything's going well, and you have time for that kind of stuff.
Most common issues, I guess, that with the breastfeeding.
I think the breastfeeding is number one.
Yeah,
and it takes a lot of energy because only the mother can do it. When you have in the beginning, when the breastfeeding is not really going really well, it needs time to produce the milk, but the baby also needs milk because the baby must grow. And that's hard when, in the beginning you have less milk. We ask a lot. Do you want to give your baby some formula? Did you want to give it with in the bottle? Or did you want to do it with you like finger feeding? You know what it is. Did you want it to pump for make the stimulate the breastfeeding, and it takes a lot of energy for the mother and the father. And then you have that's a big time of the day you are busy with that. And also during the nights, the parents. And then you have that is, I think, the biggest issue you can have
in this period.
in
And you also mentioned the tears,
Yeah.
processing labor and what just happened.
Of course, there are so many hormones in the body of the woman. Your life is changing, you are not sleeping, so many questions you have, so many answers. They want to do it perfect. Nothing is perfect, everything is okay. I also say that to the person, everything is okay what you do. The baby needs love, food, cuddle the whole time. But the mothers in this time, they want do everything, not laying also only in bed, but they want they are thinking, oh yeah, after 3 months I must go back to work, and the daycare is not arranged. Oh yeah, my kid is down and I must cook. And I say, okay, the only thing you need now, stay in bed with your baby, and that's it.
Oh, that's good.
And then you see they are also tired, and then they are not used to it. You see also the tears of the mothers and the fathers.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
And that's really normal.
Yeah.
That's really normal.
Do you do any kind of screening for postpartum depression, or is that more in the midwife
family? You see a lot of things, and in the beginning, crying is a normal process. We not just say, oh yeah, you have a depression because you are crying.
Right.
And you see, the most of the time is it became that it's come later when it's not the first week. Normally, it's what I always say. Go to because the midwife has also, after 6 weeks, you have also the controle with the midwife. I say always go there. Then you can talk about yourself. How is it with the baby? How is it with yourself? It's a good conversation also with the midwife, because in the pregnancy, you know her.
Yeah.
You can talk to her for everything.
Yeah.
And that's good to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we talk about it in the week.
Nice.
Because when you don't feel well, or when you have different feelings or something, don't wait too long with it. Go to the midwife or go to the GP. It's hard. Then the first step, but we can help them.
Yeah. And are there so you mentioned the biggest issues are like breastfeeding. Are there any issues that you see specifically with the expats that you help compared with like, are there different issues that the expats have compared with your Dutch clients?
The care is the same. If it's expats or the Dutch people, you have the same issues also. I think the biggest issue is maybe the language. A lot of people, they can speak English. That's no problem. We have also grandmothers. They came from the country, came to Netherlands, and they have this. The grandparents, they know everything, and that's okay. That's okay. But they have delivered 8, 9 babies, and they know how to do it. But that's another country. It's another way of life than here. Then you must also say, how can I explain that? When the grandmother is saying something, what is not right, and when I say that, be careful on that moment what you say to the parents, but also to the grandparents, and also the language. You want to explain why we're doing this here and not on that way, but you cannot explain that because she is not able to understand it. It's difficult.
Navigating that
Yes.
like balance of different cultures, different cultural
Yeah.
influences.
And the most of the people they live here, they know already something about the Dutch culture, and some things are okay. And what you have from your culture, like the food or something like that. But for the baby, it's really important that the baby is safe.
What was the funniest or most memorable experience you had during your work?
Yeah, I think I have so many things. I don't know. Yeah. You see a lot of people, but also a lot of houses, big houses, small houses, but also houses really dirty,
Mm.
that you don't want to sit on a chair. But also really rich people, you don't want to sit on a chair because it's too expensive. But everything in between it is okay.
So you must be a very flexible person, very diplomatic, and
Yeah.
You must do that in your work.
Okay.
Really flexible.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is okay. Most funny thing, I remember something. Some people don't know what is the back and the front of a diaper. And then you change the diaper and then you're seeing that the diaper is on the other way. And then I'm thinking, how do you do that? Like that way. So hard. Yeah. That little things. Or the baby is pooping so hard that the curtains are dirty and the wall, and I wash the curtains.
Yeah.
I have also a picture. The baby was pooping on my shirt. Whole my shirt was poop. And they make a picture of it. And I have that. That's nice. That's nice things. Yeah.
Well, that's funny.
But I think the only thing what is really nice is when you after 1 week you are going, you're finished, and that the mother and father can do it by himself.
Oh, yeah.
That's also the thing you came for,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's good when they don't need you anymore after 1 week.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a sign that you did your job. Yeah.
Also,
Yeah. That's cool.
Do you have any advice to parents for in the postpartum period?
yeah, the only advice is not reading only books till the birth, but also read things about for the first month of the baby.
Mm-hmm.
That you already know something about how it starts after birth, because we do that too last.
But that because their research stops at the birth.
Yes,
Yeah.
birth is also a big thing. What I want, a doula, a hospital, home, and then the baby is there. And then
Yeah, whole new world.
they need search some information or like a cursus or something like that. They say, "Come, we don't know, we need help. I don't know what I must do with my baby." And they have so many questions.
Well, thank you so much, Maike. That was a really great conversation, and I have learned so much about the role of the Kraamverzorgster, and I'm almost jealous of anyone who gives birth here to be able to have access to your amazing support. Thanks so much for listening to today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe so you don't miss any new episodes. And please help other pregnant expats living in the Netherlands find our show by leaving us a review and telling a friend. Your support helps us reach more listeners and build a stronger community. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Pregnant in the Netherlands.